Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Another day chimney sweeping. At the moment I've got a nice little Hunter stove, rear outlet, which is a little bit more different than what we had before. So I'll take you through the process of sweeping a rear outlet flue on your Hunter stove. And of course I will strip the stove down as normal and give it a good clean and see what we can see. Pick up any problems the customer might not be aware of. I'll try and make the video short, so I may pause it every now and then just through the boring bits. Okay, at the moment I'm just checking the rear flue just to see if I've picked up the correct brush. The flue is got a bit of soot in there. I think it was an open fire in the past, and has had this stove fitted in. I believe we've got square liners in there. Difficult to see. Anyways, I've got a brush big enough for every eventuality. I'll show you that. I don't know if you want to see the rear outlet. A torch there for you. And break out the trusty torch. There we go, there's a rear outlet. And I'll get you in all the way. You can see all the soot build up inside. It's partially blocking the rear flue, not so much, a little bit, but we'll soon have that cleared out. Let's get you guys set up again. Bear with me. There we go, hope that's a good angle for you. I'll leave you here for now, and then I'll move it around as we need to. So I've got a bit of light on there for you. Now the brush I'm going to use today is a whiphead. I don't know if you can see that. It's got strands of plastic line in there, and that's going on because it's a back outlet 10mm rod, which is more flexible than the others that I use. And we're going to push that in there and manipulate it upwards. There we go. I'll put another one on. Let's sure that we've got it going where we want it to. This stove's not been swept for a couple of years. It does look quite sooty. There we go. Okay. So we'll just have to be careful. Make sure the soot doesn't come everywhere. I'm going to move you over. Can you see? Can you see okay? There you go. Right then, now for sealing up. Pretty much use the plastic sheet for most stoves. I would say 99%. There we go. It means I can get the hoover attached. The hoover doesn't sweep the chimney like a lot of people think it does. It's just there to provide assistance to control any dust that comes down connected to the stove. A little bit of negative vacuum. Oops, knocking you about, sorry. Now these hunters aren't bad to seal up. There's one area you need to pay attention to. If you strip it down before you sweep it, there's a little hole in the side and soot will come out, so I tend to leave them with that bar in place, and it just makes my life easy. I hope everybody's managed to get the chimney swept this year. As every year, chimney sweeps are quite busy, difficult to get hold of. Which is kind of the opposite of summer, when chimney sweeps don't really have tons of work on. So the best time to get your chimney swept and serviced is summer. So what I'm going to do now is push the rods to the top, slowly. I'd like to put stiffer rods on. I think I might switch to slightly thicker now, 12mm. Now I've got around the bend, 12mm rods. These will still go around. It's just easier to set off with the thinner ones, I find anyway. If you're a chimney sweep and you have another idea, please let me know. I'm always interested in learning how other sweeps do it. But this is going up nicely. So I'll keep going with this. I've kept the hoover off because it's difficult for me to speak to you guys when the hoover's going. So I intend to, when I get the hoover on, just skip through that process. There we go. We are at the top. So I'm just going to pop outside now. Just check this brush is in the cowl outside, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Well, there you go. That's the chimney swept. I cut that bit out because it's a bit boring, and it's on my other videos for you to watch if you want to. Talking of videos, if you've liked or watched any of my videos and you've enjoyed them, please give them a like. That's really helpful and lets me know what you guys enjoy watching. And again, if you want to see anything in particular, make me aware in the comments. As for this one, I'm just going to remove the cover and the brush and hoover that off. So I'll keep you guys with me while I do that. And then we'll strip the stove down as normal. I'll do that every time, and it's not bad on these type of stoves. Quite a nice job to do. Yeah, this one's not been done for a while, so there's a lot of ash knocking around from previous years. And I burn a bit of wood, you can smell it. It's not a very nice smell. what I do is put an air freshener, a car air freshener in my Hoover to try and help with any smell. A lot of people seem to like it. I've never had any complaints. I'm just going to reach into the bend. Like I said, this was an open fire in the past, and the stove's been fitted into that space, or the flue pipe has been fitted into that space. It's been fitted a long time, and I believe the building regs have changed, because this one has a slightly short half, but it is what it is. Just need to sweep it today. We'll get the vacuum around that bend. You hear that? And the other side. There we go. Good. There we go. Now just inspect that, make sure it's clear. Yeah, it's a long way back, so I need to use the long reach mirror. Okay. Let's get a different torch. This one's got a focus beam on it, so we can. Oh yes, oh yes. So this goes from sort of a rectangular shaped brick flue, which is what we see on the outside of the house, into round clear liners. And that looks good. I'd put you in there, but it's pretty dark and horrible, and I don't think I'll be able to get enough light in there for you to see anything, so we won't do that. Maybe one day when we've got a better angle. Okay, so we need to brush out the stove top. Do the top first. Get any loose suds from the inside at the top. I do it this way because I can put the baffle back in, and then the top is done. I seem to have changed the way I do this over the years. I like to, especially on these hunters, drop the baffle down, sweep the stove, clean the baffle on the top of the stove, and then put the baffle back in, and then strip and clean the rest of the stove. It's funny how you find these ways of working. It's not the way I used to do it, I'm sure. I'm forever trying to figure out the best way of doing something, cleanest way, not necessarily the most efficient way. There's a good draft on this. Some of that soot's gone up the chimney. There you go. Okay, nice. Shove that down. Do any of you sweep your own chimney? A lot of customers used to sweep their own chimneys in the past, not so much now. There's a few. They've either gotten too old or moved or it's become too difficult. Well, yeah, it used to be a thing. Okay, so clean the baffle off, put this back in place. I already had that stripped out before I got you guys involved. The Mickey Light baffle sits on two metal plates and sits against this sort of collar or shield or something. That's to force the combustible gases and the volatile gases around the front, then round the back, and then up the flue on this model. Slightly different from other variations of this model. I don't mind any of the Hunter models, to be honest with you. Okay. Take all these out. There's a few nails in there. A good pile of soot. Nails are a nightmare for me because in screws they get jammed in the hoover nozzle, up the pipe, cause blockages, which then in turn means we have to turn the hoover off and mess with it. There's a risk of dust getting out, so it just potentially could make the job dirtier if you're not careful. Will you guys see that? I'll show you. See that in there? And in the back, the very back, there's some screws and things I'll have to be careful of. Get you back. Into a good position. Here you go. So everything comes out. Again, keep on top of that dust. Now what I do have is a swath wand, which is ideal for getting screws and nails out of awkward areas. It's not 100% perfect, but it really does help. and saves them going up the hoover. And that will do for now. So, side bricks and plates. Outside. Again, let the natural draft of the chimney help you out here. Keep the dust inside the stove. It's not such a good draft today because it's a very still, cold day. But any help is better than no help. Oh yeah. Clear all that ash out. Clean the sides that we've missed. What we need to do on this is undo these nuts here, screws, bolts. That was a bit loose already. Soot gathers in there, ash. And it's always good to clean it out. And that one's already loose, which is fantastic. There we are. Oh, not bad at all, that. It's a funny little system, that. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. I'll show you. You can see there, look. Some light on for you. It's like a little box section. It's got a little door that fills it with ash, and it's just nice to clean it out. Make sure the stove is fully cleaned out everywhere. Okay, get you back. Yeah, can you see? Anyway, let's get the hoover back on, get those cleaned out. so noisy. There you go, that will do. Just finger tight these because they don't need to be super tight. There you go. It makes my life easier next time. Right, so it's time to rebuild it. It's a pretty straightforward process, exactly the opposite of what we've already done. So let's do that now. I'm keen to not have a horrifically long video, which I have done before. But I found this amazingly interesting, so obviously everybody else does as well. There we go. And where's the other one? Where's it gone? I lost it. Oh, it's already in. First. Oops. Mega. Right. Get the bars in. Bottom bars first. If you take them out in order, stack them correctly, they go straight in without any hassle. So it's got to be perfect now, hasn't it? Yeah. And this top one sits on top of the bottom ones. Makes sense. You see, I get you in there with some proper light, and you see there's sort of castellated riddle bar. And they have bottom bars which have got this sort of shallow round groove where my finger is, and the top bars have this sort of more pointy, see it, pointy section, and that sits on the top, and then they sit on top of the bottom bars. Dead easy. Yeah, dead easy. Always goes perfect. And there you have it, really. Another one cleaned out, rear outlet, slightly more flexible rods, different brush to account for the changing in chimney size. These little holes at the back, you see those? You see those? There's some little holes all the way along the back, they always get blocked up. I've got a little Bradle tool here from the hardware store, and it's great for just raking those out. And they must be cleaned every time. And it allows air into the firebox from the back of the stove. And when your fire's going, you often see like swirling jets of flame, and that's the air being injected into the firebox, into the already hot volatile sort of gases that have come off the fuel, and you see this swirling pattern. It looks really nice. So they must be clean anyway. Helps the efficiency of the stove. So I'm going to wrap up now. I'm just going to have a quick tidy up with the hoover. Any dust that might have come out, not so much. of these nails out. I know where that goes. They're not my nails. There we go. I think they're mainly screws. Get yourself one of those. Amazing. Okay, so that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's nothing else to report really. The stove looks pretty good. I'm just going to give it a smoke test, check the carbon monoxide alarm, which is in the wrong place. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see anything in the comments. Bye now. Now there you go. Smoke test complete. Smoke test complete. No problems, all gone. Bye. Take it easy.